My name is Queen, and I'm about to vent. I'm not like doing or like going about that the ways I used to. It was just like, all right, we do this and that's it, or like this is not like there should be. I feel like there should be a friendship in that, or like we don't have to because I see relationships different. I can exist in that way now versus maybe 10 years ago.
It's like, nigga, why you telling me this?
Yeah, like, you still here? Like,
Uber's on the way. All right then. So Queen, I do want to get into your writing and from and just your art, you know, and you call it activism, but I think a lot of stuff you do is beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. I just want to know, like, when you create these things, whether it be writing an article about how we ain't shit, or whether it's showing the different shades of beauty of what you call it, like it's okay for men to be sort of like feminine, or like being able to express their feelings and things of that nature, right? Um, how is there like a specific topic that you feel like has to be said, or is it just you wake up? What is your creative process?
Um, I don't really think I have one anymore. I think I'm a person whose mind is just always going.
Is that a Virgo thing?
It could be.
I don't know, because mine's do the same shit too.
My mind is just kind of always going, so I kind of just always noting a thought down.
Yeah.
And that's probably why when it comes to social media, I'm kind of on it a lot, because that's like, and I have to get the thought out, or I have to put the thought down somewhere, and then I could come back to it later.
It has to be written down.
Yeah, I have to. I'm always a person who writes everything down. So I have to like either note on my phone. I will tweet it. I will do something just so it exists written somewhere, and then I could come back to it later and kind of expand on it. But that's for the most part my creative process. Yeah.
Oh, but shit. Well, I mean, what makes it okay for you to be like different? Like, and I don't mean like different in like I don't mean that just different in like the stuff you write and like create. I mean like your thought process. Like, what makes you so comfortable, and like even from like whether you're talking about your relationships and how you handle that, to like being able to say like, I am going to dismantle misogynoir.
Yeah.
Aha. Misogynoir. What makes you comfortable living in this like this thing of like, this is what my art is going to be directed on and shit of that nature?
I don't know any other way to be. I think a part of my upbringing was always about being real or being true to yourself. So I think I just kind of just tapped into that. And I do come from a family and space that allowed you to exist, even if they didn't understand it. So like I'm one of 9 kids. And it was easy for me to exist because people wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
Like, there's mad of us in the house. You're not going to notice that I'm in the corner over here doing this thing because my brother probably over there on the stove. You know, like, it was just...
somebody's being bad.
Yeah, so it was easy for me to get kind of lost in the source and just be myself. Yeah, I don't know. It just was just easy for me. I think also because I wasn't in a lot of spaces that told me that I shouldn't exist. So I'm thinking in terms of blackness. So like, because my parents always had me in like these schools where everyone was black, most of my teachers are black, this and that, I didn't really have too much people countering my existence, telling me to enunciate,
turn it down,
telling me to... You have to act this way if you want to go to college. You know, like the general kind of conversations that people have with black kids because...
You lived a black sitcom.
Yeah, like, I didn't have a lot of those experiences. I'm not to say that they didn't exist because that...
I think we realize that now as adults, but like, yeah. I think, yeah, that's the... that's where I think a lot of... I just never had to be, like, different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that. And then I am going to say that... So there's that, and then I think my high school that I went to kind of added to that. I went to a high school in Manhattan, like Stuyvesant Town, called Institute for Collaborative Education. Really, I always went to small schools too. Like I always went to the schools where it was like one floor in some other school building. I've always went to schools like that.
Okay.
And that school was the first time that I was like, I guess, in a diverse place. So there was like every kind of race, every kind of like class. Like it was just a very mixed school. So there was no way in my high school for like one person to be the popular person or stand out because everyone was just too different. So like you might think Jordans is hot over here, but everybody over here wearing Doc Martens. Dope. So no one, you know, like, it was just
that's dope.
It was
just
too,
being yourself. Completely.
Yeah, so that's where and that's a huge part of your formative kind of personality building years. Yeah. And that's where I was in those years of my life. So seeing people just be so different and nothing was kind of like the popular. Although like hip hop culture is
obviously but nothing was taboo.
Yeah, like you could just like I remember being in 9th grade and this girl, white girl, came to school with like a fucking wedding dress that she found in the thrift store. And me, I'm like, what the fuck you doing? But in my school, in the school, it was just like, oh, that's Sarah. Yeah, exactly. So like, imagine being like 14, 15, those years when you're kind of...
And you just being able to express yourself.
Yeah. So I think that attributes a lot to it, too.
I'm going to find my daughter such a small ass girl.
Yeah, it was just like... Now it seems like pretty standard, but like in the...
Late 90s,
like that was just like different. My mother used to be like, "Why not send you to that weird school?" But I think it added on to what my parents had already.
They built on it.
Yeah.
Queen, this has been so dope. I appreciate you. Did I clickbait you?
No, you did. You did.
Thank you. All right, so next time I ain't gotta hit.